right. Good morning. We are live. Oh, ouch. Live. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Joe, good morning. Hey, Tony, what's up, man? Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. Just gonna get some of this stuff done. There we go. All right. Tony. Happy Sunday to you alls. Hopefully you all have an enjoyable Saturday. Bottom of this too. Wild. They're different. They're different. Hey, Mason, how was your day out with the fam? With the fam, I'm just gonna do an assembly here. Why not? Because I can. Fuck you, because I can. It was awesome. What a surprise. So I took Dad out to Longhorn for lunch and had a nice. Oh, that's nice. Nice. It's good to be able to hang out with the rentals. Said it was okay. Lots of rain. Moved around furniture to clean and move stuff around. Yeah. Work. Went to Fun Spot, the world's largest arcade. I've been going. God, I haven't been to a Fun Spot since. God. Take it back. I don't think the last one I went to. So there used to be a Fun Spot in Concord, New Hampshire. I was telling my wife this yesterday, and I used to go there all the time. And then I think I might have gone to one in another part of the state at one point, and they're all gone. At least I haven't seen one in New Hampshire in ages. That honestly sounds awesome. What's going on, Ray? Welcome. RQ. Good day to you. RQ. Oh, scheisse. I'm gonna glue another piece on here. Then I got to get back to the smoke launchers on the turret. Kind of a first outing for Dad since his surgery back in April, and then doctor appointment. So he was happy He got steak. Nice. Well, as long as you guys had a good time out, it's all that matters. I missed yesterday. Any updates? Yeah, I've just been plowing along on getting this thing done, and it continues to look fabulous. I mean, just the assembly of it, the details. I'm working on the side skirts. I believe, I could be wrong. I think those are all ERA, but I could be wrong. I don't know enough about how tanks work, but it doesn't matter because it looks really cool. A place like that in Michigan called Pinball Pete's. I don't know anyone with more pinball machines. Hello again, I'm Gary. Welcome, Joe. I need to get dressed and pick up yard projects before it rains. I did plug in my RC plane. That I took a swim, got the battery out before I let the magic smoke out. Oop, oop, magic smoke got let out. Ooh, that sucks. This is a place in Laconia near Weirs Beach. If you're talking about me, Mason, hold it. You guys went up to Weirs Beach? The fun. Okay, so this is a place up in. Ooh. No, there was a fun spot. I may even still have a token. They had a fun spot in Concord, New Hampshire on Fort Eddy Road. Trust me, I've been there a bunch of times. No, mon ami. Yeah. I'm not gonna smoke. I gotta disconnect before tragedy. Oh, thank God. Drive for a weekend, hit it with deoxit 5 before repowering. Nice. Place in the documentary Donkey Kong, just full of. I'll take your word. I've never seen the. I have never seen the video. Fistful of quarters. Interesting. So, I did get a chance to. We did a lot of just, picking up, and my wife and I did a lot of shopping yesterday. Kind of last minute stuff for my daughter. And what else? Grocery shopping. I gotta tell you, I love grocery shopping with her when we go to Trader Joe's. Why? Because we're in and out in like half an hour. Grocery shopping anywhere else sucks. I hate it. So we did that. Fistful of quarters. It's an incredible lucky, and if you don't like arcades, I may have to actually catch that because I used to love arcades. I grew up in arcades, right? The amount of money they took from me, huge. You bring a dollar bill to get drawn and quartered. Exactly. There we go. Taking my daughter to the show. Get her the shoe store for shoes for school. Nice. Got to edit 2 videos today and get some panel lines cleaned up. That's my plan for today anyway. Sounds like a good plan, Tony. Please do watch it. Well, I will add it like most things to the queue. I did get a chance finally yesterday to watch Wages of Fear, Clouseau film from 1955, which is... Sorry, I got a little creepy crawly here. What are we? Apologize, my friend. No. Because when I said film, I actually watched cinema. So watched Wages of Fear yesterday. That was great. And then hopefully later today I'll have an opportunity to watch what they call it, Sorcerer, since they're both based on the same novel. Anyway, Wages of Fear has, without a doubt, I've seen it before, but yesterday's watching just kind of reaffirmed how good a film it is. And in fact, it kind of moved up in the personal ranking of films of cinema. Can't recommend it enough. It was also pretty good, actually, just watching. So we call it here in the family, we call it George films, because like most my kids don't necessarily want to watch, a lot of, cinema unless it's musicals. They're not going to watch a lot of stuff from that time frame. Certainly not in French or in any other language that requires subtitling. So anyway, Mason, if you've got time later today, maybe we can have a brief call. And if not, no worries. Let's get these parts on here. I get to see Sanjuro in theater for the first. Oh, really? Oh, Sanjuro in the movie theater? Yes. It's 4K restoration at the Coolidge Corner. Yeah. It's my favorite movie. Sanjuro more than Yojimbo? Have you ever found your old stuff from years ago, but it seems different from your memory compared to what it actually was? Oh, absolutely. Hey, Mike, good morning. What's going on, brother? Good morning. I am not very awake, and that's okay. Neither are we. Welcome, Dwayne. Oh, yeah, I've had that happen multiple times. Akira Kurosawa is a master of samurai film. Oh, those are my favorite films. I would actually put Seven Samurai above it, but I love the sort of westernization that Kurosawa did with Yojimbo and Sanjuro. Good morning, doing good. Nice. Yes, more than Yojimbo, but I love that one as well. Yeah, interesting. I've got to watch Sanjuro again. It's been many, many years. The amount of films Yojimbo in particular, let's see. Last Man Standing, I think, with Bruce Willis is based on that. And what's the other one? It is Fistful of Dollars. This is based on Yojimbo. That's another nice. That would be this is kind of like the twofer type of thing that I'm trying to do right now, watching two films or Fist. But watching what's that about? Watching films that have some kind of a relationship, kind of like with okay, guys. So I'm sure that this is not necessarily the thing. When I was Mason mentioned the Coolidge Corner. Coolidge Corner was one of the two theaters that I would go to quite often. The one that I went to even more often was the Bradley in Cambridge. And Cambridge used to do two films. They would do a double feature, somehow related. That's where I saw for the first time Police Story and Police Story 2. A lot of the John Woo films, The Killer, Hard Boiled, Bullet in the Head, all of that stuff. Have you been to Petco lately? Yes. No, PetSmart, one of the two. Can't remember. Sanjuro was copied for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sanjuro was exactly. That is correct. Sanjuro? I think Yojimbo was. I could be wrong. The first one was Yojimbo. The second one was Sanjuro. The use of jazz in that film, also brilliant. No, not a Police Academy, Ray. Police Story. Big difference. Big difference. Police Story was the Jackie Chan films. Who directed those? Was that not? Was that? I'm trying to think if that actually was Jackie Chan who directed those, or if that was. No, and I think it was Jackie Chan. Looking good, looking good. That's all we're gonna do. There we go. Side plate. Yeah, they were copied for Westerns. In any case, let's put it this way: Seven Samurai. That's my favorite of Kurosawa's films. Though, having just heard that, I didn't realize this. Spike Lee just did a kind of sort of remake of Kurosawa's High and Low. It's directed by Mr. Chan. They were. Became the Magnificent Seven. Yes, it did. Lucas lifted a lot of Hidden Fortress for Star Wars. Yes, he did. Yeah, the two migrant farmers, the guys who just kind of walking around, C-3PO and R2-D2. Yes, that's true. I don't know. Jackie Chan worked with Steve Guttenberg. Ray. In any case, all right. So let's see how this comes together right now. In any case, that does give me the a thought of doing both Yojimbo and Sanjuro together, doing a twofer. Double header. All right, so just putting this thing roughly together. Roughly. There we go. Roughly, that's how it's all coming together. I mean, I gotta tell you, this thing just still continues to just look the part. Look the part. Where's Ken when I need him? Where is Ken when you need him? He's taking care of patients. No, he's not. He's actually probably at the intersection. Early start to the day. In any case, Mason, if you do have some time, 15, 20-minute long conversation so we can get some stuff up on the website, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And if not, no worries. No worries. Pre-swim meet corner session. Exactly. All right. So here we go. I'm good for a call in the afternoon. Okay. I should be free in the afternoon as well. One, two, I think I had a birthday party, so I'll text you when I'm free. Sounds good. Okay. Anyway. think today promises to be a bit of a low-key day for the most part. We got some, again, more prep stuff to do for my daughter and getting her ready to go to college. To go to uni. Hello. Usually, Ray, it's been 2 weeks. My parents bought me a big rock from New Mexico. It's been hanging out in the living room. I think I'm going to name it Stubby. Why not? Hello, Rock, otherwise known as Stubby. Somebody's up. Do. Can't sing. Keep forgetting. Anyway. Sort of a low-key kind of start to the day. Don't really have much to say. A little tired. Just kind of getting through. What did I do with the other part? There it should be. The button in the dryer is nice. I know, isn't it, though? It is. It is. I'm doing all the sanding. Is Nick even here? This corner, this doesn't seem like a later family. Nope. Hello. So I've been thinking about trying to take this thing down to maybe this model will get completed sooner rather than later. It might even motivate me to actually get to the paint booth, the one that's like 2.5 feet away from me. Just haven't been really motivated. I don't know if it's just that it's warm down here. It's just painting time always seems to, be an issue with, like if somebody if unless I'm completely alone in the house, meaning that, there isn't anybody kind of like dragging me away from something. It's hard to schedule something. And I'm finding that evenings are becoming very difficult to just come down here and want to work. Now, that might all change when it's down to 2 people in this house from 4. We'll see. I don't know what comment, George. We want the cats. Oh, I didn't even see. Where's the comment? George, we want the cats to pop in occasionally. No. But we might do a road trip to see the cats every now and then. Seeing Caravan of Thieves later. Is that a musical experience? itchy. No cats. Yes, cats make everything better. No, they don't. They make everything more poopier. They make everything more fuzzier, furballier, throw upier. Anybody want a cat? Anybody want two? I do love our cats. I really do. And when we had so before we got these four, we had a cat named Nani. Passed away now. It's got to be a decade ago. And she, I would let her come down here because she was not destructive. I just don't have confidence that the cats that I have now, because I know them and seen what they've done to the furniture upstairs, that they would come down here and not do the same thing down here. Sounds like you're describing me. Yeah, nice. Hey, Richie, what's going on, brother? You're going to sell giant hamster tubes through the floor so they can make an appearance without disturbing His Majesty. That would require effort to do so. And yes, His Majesty does not approve. No, I'm good on cats. I have 3 myself and an 18-year-old husky. Talk about hair every... Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm imagine that is correct. Yeah, no. I love pets. I really do. But I'm also just like, okay, you can only deal with so many. The thing also, and I've talked about this, the issue is the girls in particular wanted cats. But then when it comes time to, okay, now you have to take care of cats. Ooh, I got other things to do. It's like, okay, fine. It's the typical, it's no different than most people. It's like you get a pet, and then who takes care of the pet? It's one of the parents, not both of them. Usually it's this one. Madre de Dios. Can't say shit. Okay, take a little break from this for a second. Anthony's a husky, very vocal and sassy. Nothing much, just got up. I slept great I got my new credit cards yesterday, so all I have to do is go food shopping. Nice. That's it? Just food shopping? You said credit cards. How many did your mother use? And dramatic. No, not anymore. He is on his own. To be honest. Yeah. Just having a quiet life right now, leading the quiet life. Drink. There we go. When he was younger, he was for sure. Do you want a gold or silver tiny crown for PatCon? Do I want a gold or silver crown, tiny crown for PatCon? I'm not sure what that means, Ray. I got 2 we share on account. Ah, got it. General MG while taking. I was working on my MG while talking to the guys. Nice. Were you guys on like a Zoom call or something last night? Yeah, just kind of writing it out till I have to dig a hole. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. So far, it looks like we've got 5 people coming from the New York area. It's actually a good turnout. 5 from New York, 4 from Virginia. 1, 4. Yeah. That I know of. Okay. It's all the same. Who cares? Virginia, DC, it's all the same. No, we have a private Discord where we talk shit with each other. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Chitty chatting. Chit chatting away. What's from New York? I know Julio. She is with Clint. Yep. We've got, I think Tony's coming up. Eddie is coming up. And isn't Dwayne bringing up Brian? I had a rough year with my mental health and other things. Yeah, I totally get it, Richie. Hey, Richie, I understand. And it's it's going to be pretty packed, but hey, if you can kind of find ways of making it out here, that'd be great, man. Love to hang out with you. I believe the New York crew is the same one from last year. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to get some of this into position. Okay, that looks pretty good right now. So we got the other smoke launchers on now. I guess I don't know if you, yes. Anthony, Eddie, and Clint are coming up from the PNY crew. I think they are coming Saturday to stay overnight. Awesome. So they'll be able to hang out at the museum, hopefully. I'd still like to find out. Oh, man, I'd love to be able to get food in there. Mason and I will talk about that later. There we go. That's looking a little prettier. I let Julio know about Saturday night and ask him to pass it on. Okay. What we'll do is we'll probably do an announcement. We need to, Mason, this is part of the conversation. We need to start collecting names and just verifying that people are going to be showing up because space is going to be tight. French butchered accent water slides. Le water slide. The slide. All right. We got the bottom of the turret all taken care of. Let's start working on the upper part of the turret. Get to the fun stuff now. Okay. I'll tell the boys. I always have a spreadsheet going. Yep. But I think it's more than just a spreadsheet. We need confirmations. Okie dokies. I was about to cut the wrong part off. E17. E17. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Got to drill holes, I think. This one's got a hole already, but the other ones I think we're going to have to drill holes in. It's kind of crazy. Let me get ready to go food shopping. I'll be back. We'll be here, Richie. Yeah, just about another hour and change. Sure. There's some flash on the end of the barrel here. That was kind of wild. Once again, just the amount of detail in here. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's still pretty impressive. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get some of this thing cleaned out. So if this were turned metal, would it be better? If this were photo etched? Probably. But it's still really, really good. Hey, Fizz. What's going on, brother? Hello, hello. Right. One barrel's done. And this is straight. I guess it is. So, I really don't have much more to say. Like many here, they're all kind of just a little tired today. E9, there we go. A little tired today. Not much to say. Talk more about this model, which is really awesome, but no. I don't think any of that's going to be seen. Let's see what we got. Everybody's being quiet. I totally get it. I got to figure out how I'm going to drill in there and get a really tiny little hole in there. Let's do a little measuring. There we go. Set that down for a second. Just been in stock item not being shipped. Klarna refunded me because the seller was taking too long. Excited for free stuff now. Yeah. Got back to playing one video game to keep my brain occupied. Generic online action game, but the fashion dress. Choices is vast, and honestly, I find that pretty neat. That's kind of cool. Yeah, well, that's kind of curious too. What's the game? Tell us more. Tell us more. So I usually like to say bad things about stores, but USAGS has really bad shipping. Oh, yeah. Turnaround times anyway. I placed an order on August 2nd. They just shipped my enamel thinner out 2 days ago. Yeah. Fantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis. Never heard of it, but it sounds interesting. Generic with fashion choices. I love it. Oh, yeah. They take forever to ship stuff out. Yeah. Yeah, Tony, this is not I mean, of all the companies that I've dealt with, I like Adam. I love the company that he's created. I think he's done really well. If I were to put them on my list of where would I start, they would not be in the top 4. Hey, Mike. Good morning. For yard sale today. Spent last 2 weekends cleaning the basement, going through boxes. Have this sent back to since we moved. Oh, since you moved. Oh my. Well, Mike, I hope you had a fantastic time working on that. Fantastic. Do not order from them because of that. Yeah, same here. It's like they're kind of like they got some stuff that's exclusive, but even then, yeah, no. That's why I also don't buy SMS paints because of them. Cats earning their keep. Just caught a mouse. Nice. Catch and release, I hope. I feel like Sega doesn't know how to handle. We're going to get back to Mike in just a second. How to handle their own game. The UI and the controls feel messy without rebinding them, but the combat feels nifty, responsive, and nice. That's cool. It didn't have the best price on the printer. I would not have ordered it. Yeah, see, that's the problem, though. I'd rather pay a little bit. Like everybody's got their own budget. I'm not going to dictate that. I personally would rather pay a little bit more and just be able to quickly pick it up or just deal with it from a company that's easier to deal with. Yeah, I switched to new type and never have any issues. Yeah, I do everything. Almost everything now is all my local guys between Gundam Pros and Mecha Warehouse. And right now it's all Mecha Warehouse just because I actually really I love talking to Walter, but I really love talking to Nick too. I'm still trying to figure a way of getting him to get a table down at PatCon. I'd love that. Let's see. Yes, I threw the dead mouse outside. Well, $13 opposed to $26 is a big difference. That's wild that there's that much of a difference, though. Yeah, you understand that, Tony. So, Mr. Mike Gordon. Mike, if just something we're planting a seed on, there will be on Saturday night, if you guys are in town, it looks like we're going to be hosting an event at the museum. So if you wanted to participate, let me know. Better yet, let Mason know. Because we're trying to have something for some of the outer towners and some of the locals to kind of meet the night before PACCON. I usually order from Nick if he has what I need in stock. Also, Harry at New Type. Yep. Yeah. So I played the sit down afterburner yesterday. An egalitarian. Knocked it out of the park with that one. An egalitarian? All right. Let's glue the main cannon in place. And once again, their alignment on these things is fabulous. It isn't perfect, but there's only one way these things can go in. They have a Bandai approach to how things come together. In fact, I don't even have to glue the barrel in. I mean, this thing is held in place. Once this thing gets hit with primer and paint, it ain't going to move. Goddamn autocorrect. That was supposed to be Sega. So hold it. How did Sega become egalitarian? What? All right, let's measure. Whew, 0.5 millimeter. Oh, shit. Oh, snap. What do we got in here that's that small? Who knows? Hey, Edwin. Good evening. We'd love to, but time we get into town, it'll be around 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys are getting into on Saturday night that late? Oh, shit, Mike. Sorry about that, brother. So my 0.1, 2, 3, and 4 are non-existent. The rest of them are fine. I guess I can toss those out. No reason to keep those. Forgot about that. But let's see if there's just enough here to make a hole. Dealing with sizes that small, it's like it's just making my eyes go goggly. I like Mecha Warehouse. I'm sorry. I like Mecha Warehouse something week and New Type, but Gundam Pros is my go-to. Easier. It's great. Plus, I can drive there to pick up stuff. Also, shop the shelves. Buying paints in person is the way to go. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yep. Unfortunately, they don't carry a lot of the stuff that I'm now interested in. Like, again, it's because I'm not doing a lot of Gundam purchases. You know, the rare Gundam kits that I am picking up, it's literally whatever shop I can get my hands on where I'm closest at. And usually, recently, interestingly enough, it's been Mecha Warehouse. I've got to go up there anyway to pick up all the models for the kids make and take. That'll be happening sometime in August, September. whatever the fuck it is. I love talking with Walter. I miss talking with Walter. It just I'm hoping at some point they decide to go back into a retail establishment. That would be nice. I miss their showroom. They did it right. Got a little dot in there. Now let's see if we can actually expand the dot. That is as close an approximation of a hole in a really tiny ass little barrel as you're going to get. Gundam Pros had great shipping. I ordered for this first time and had my stuff in 3 days. Very impressed. Oh yeah, Gundam Pros is great. I've been almost exclusively going to Attic Hobbies. What's Attic Hobbies? Been another year of not really buying anything. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Sounds like things are it sounds like things have gone in other directions for you, Mike, and I get that. Gundam Pro ships out same day if your order. Yeah, oh yeah, they're great. Again, this is kind of the fortune of being where we are, and why I don't need to. And I bought from Gundam Planet. I bought from New Type. We bought from all of them, but having two good sized places near enough that I can just drive to is great. I mean, now that the funny part is Mecha Warehouse moved to Hooksett, New Hampshire, and that's about 10 miles from where I grew up, literally from my house. I used to drive, it's right off of Route 3. I used to drive by there all the time. So it was fun stopping by and just kind of driving through Hooksett and Manchester and all that places I grew up as a kid. So I picked up a bunch of stuff for myself. Must have been about 6 months ago, and then continued on down south. It was great. That's what the top floor of my house turned into. Nice. Probably my number one store I order. It was Galactic Toys, since they are the Guynos. Yeah, for North America. Yep. Yeah. And that's the thing. So right now, I know Peter hasn't been on in a few days, but Peter's been talking a lot about another sort of online retailer / distributor. I think they're more of a retailer, online retailer, Scale Hobbyist, who is primarily they do they do more traditional stuff, but they carry the full line of AK paints. When we had spare time down the street, they had just about every paint you could want. All the major paint lines. I wish some of the local guys around here carried the AK real color paints. All right. That's the 0.2. We're going to bring it up to a 0.3 now. Ooh. Nothing like injecting yourself with the tiny ass drill bit. But I bought from Galactic Toys too. That's where I miss them so much. Oh, spare time. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, very much. Yeah. Galactic Toys is great. The base for the little city bases that I bought for the bat plane, those came from Galactic. A lot of my photo etch tools I got from them years ago because they used to have like a lot of that stuff. A lot of the MadWorks PE stuff. It's great. There we go. This is a little better. So I'm now up to a 0.3. There we go. And I think that's good enough for my needs. Just need a little indent, a little impression that when I hit with panel liner fluid, will absolutely fill that in quite nicely and give it a nice, looks like a whole look. Perfect. Done. Time Machine is hit or miss with paints. Craft Tech is very limited painter. Yeah. Time Machine sucks actually because a lot of the stuff is either a lot of Tamiya. A lot of these places still carry like testers enamels. I'm like, guys, really? Come on, get over it. Been going since '99. To Spare Time. Wow. I do like Hobby Bunker. They're pretty good too, but again, very limited selection of stuff. Unfortunately. Okay. Let's get this thing glued on. Oops, get it aligned a little bit too. As I'm learning from the armor guys, shit's got to be lined up. That just means they're old. Yep. Being that I'm in the upper part of Ohio and Galactic is in Michigan, I just seem to miss stuff in like 4. So that makes a huge reason for my ordering and then the exclusion. Oh yeah. Yeah, their stuff has been good. Very few issues with I don't think I've ever had any issues. They ship stuff very quickly as well. All right, there's that. And now give me a second, guys. But I also say I really miss having Spare Time nearby. I'm sorry, having Turn 4, now known as Hobby Down Clinton, New York, because they moved. I miss having them as well. Because they were literally just under 2 miles from my house. Oh, well. As my wife has said, want in one hand, spit in the other, see which one fills up first. And there we go. We've now got the main weaponry all created. They're the best deal on Gaia Notes paints. Yeah. I have a few Gaia Notes paints. Haven't really tried them out yet. Here's the thing, though. It's, whatever kind of flavor makes you happy, I guess, because Gaia is really good. AK is great. The Gaia sure is great. Mr. Color is great. The Tamiya lacquers are great. The Tamiya acrylics are great. It's like, look, guys, and generally speaking, there's no really bad paint. We miss all of you. Yeah. Mike, when are you guys moving back? Close. You can get local paint supplies from. So I'm stuck with mail order kits. Yeah, I can get like 4 or 5 places. Yeah. I get it. Like right now, I wish somebody would start carrying some of the VMS products because I've really enjoyed like their top coats and stuff like that. But VMS, you're ordering online. Wish we never left, I'm sure. Well, Mike, if anything should change, I'm hoping you'll find your way back this way. 16. Mike, one other thing to keep in mind. Parents are 83. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. When you guys do show up, bring a lot of Gundam models. Right now, I'm not sure we got many Gundam resellers coming to the show. Need to get a list from our vendor coordinator on that, but I don't think we do. Ooh, a lot of flash. That's something you don't see a lot of today. Speaking of which, wise guys can't make it this year. Yeah, kind of figured as such, which kind of sucks. And I was really hoping they'd be up because that's kind of what I was hoping to try to see what they had. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to see how these things are coming together. That strikes me as an I don't know. Let's do a test fit. Yeah, those are nubs. They're going to have to go. AK paint markers too. Oh yeah. Yeah. How have those been doing for you, Mike? Hey, Keel. Good morning. Nick, good morning. I'm also working on the calendar to see what other shows I'm going to be able to attend this year. So real quickly, Mike, when is Mike meaning mods and customs? Mike, when is the classic plastic show? Is it the weekend after PatCon? Do the name or contact info of the two brothers that were selling great old kits at Wings and Wheels. I do not. Oh, shite. They used to have an online presence too, like an eBay store. Don't know. Can reach out to Don and ask him. We don't have modelers that experiment. Really? Can you get that from Don? I will ask him. Yeah, I'll reach out to him. It's been a few months since I've talked to him. Love having conversations about getting ready for the show. But I'd like to see if I'm going to try to make it to the Classic Plastic show this year too. And, if they need any kind of, again, if I can make it, and if they need any help with judging, glad to help out. Yes, Classic Plastic 10-5. Okay. Yeah, Mike, we're working on our calendars, family calendars getting worked on today. I'm gonna start putting some stuff in, and what I'd like to do is see if I can. That's one of my targeted shows for this year. That and GraniteCon, and if possible, I think there's an upstate New York one I'm going to try to make too. But it really comes down to family schedule and that kind of thing. We're like, part of it is that we're putting together the What Wears Classic Plastic. Mike, fill them in, but it is in it's up in the north of Boston area, and it's primarily a car show. But this year they're doing Gundam too. I'll let Mike take it from here. But we're putting the calendar together because my daughter is part of the Quinnipiac University dance team, and they also are the ones who do cheer at certain sporting events. So the first basketball game, she'll be cheering at. We're going to that. Fuck the game, even though I do like basketball, but fuck watching the game. I just want to see her dance again. And then we've also got like the parents' weekend and all that other stuff coming up. So I just got to coordinate around that. But working around all that, I do want to go to a bunch of different shows. Hey, Tom, good morning. Lawrence, Mass for Classic Plastic. There you go. Very close. We're dragging you to ODO this year. Well, you can't drag me to ODO this year because ODO this year has already happened. And unless you have a time machine, and if you do, we need to talk. So it's already on the agenda for next year. But again, a lot of it also comes back to two things: finances and we're going to Florida in January, theoretically, to watch my daughter compete. Time machine. We need to save that gorilla. Yes. Yeah. A lot more than that. Oops, too big. Amen. Amen to. This is so good. Wow. Again, the level of detail here still is pretty impressive. The antenna whips, the bases have very tiny rivets all around them. You can actually see the rivets. It is super impressive. Just doing a little bit of cleanup. There's quite a bit of flash here. Just want to get that flash taken care of. There's a bit of shitty molding going on here, but that could also be how I just did some cleanup work. Not all that great. Anyway, good morning, Tom. How were those bagels yesterday? We went out for bagels too, by the way. Except it was sunny in our area. Sorry. Okay, let's get this thing all mounted in. Oh, see, that's right there. Missed a nub. Bagel's good. Yeah. Morning, Ken. How are you? I had to get coffee, saw a giant crow in the parking lot, so went to Walgreens to buy him peanuts. He already left, though, when I came out of the store. But now you have a bag of peanuts. Either for future crow feeding or maybe future human feeding. Oof, that's a little rough. That is wickedy rough. Now I'm ready for drive-by feedings. Exactly. Ken, your name did come up earlier, by the by, and there was just a very important question. I think a lot of us had. Do you work at the intersection on a Sunday or not? Worked on the A10 a bit yesterday. Nice. Tom, what scale is that A10? There we go. Clean. Only during church hours. I love it. 148. Man, that's huge. That is not a small plane. All right. So that is the majority of, just looking at the smoke launchers. Anyway, so we got to go start the day. Have a good one, everyone. Mason, you too. We'll touch base later. Please text me when you're ready. I'd appreciate it. Cashing on the Catholic Guild, and me and the kids take the rest of the day off. 148 Wildcat on the bench too. Yeah, but the Wildcat, if memory serves, is a little bit smaller. There, Mason. A wee bit smaller. All right, let's get all this glued together. Two and a half times longer and 3 times. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Having seen one up close. Yes. Yeah. I'd like to pick up one of those in 1/72nd, not in 148. That's just massive. Wouldn't even know where to put it. When parts come together and you can't tell where the seam is, it's really damn good. Okay, let's do a little squeezy action here. I had to build an 810 as well. Build one. Mike, go for it. Finish off what you're doing now. Go build one. I would love to see you build one of those. I'd like to build one. That's actually one of the models on my target list still to purchase. Another kid I gave mine to Ken. That was a mistake, giving it to Ken. Would you just kind of throw it at him at the intersection or something like that? Here you go, kid. It won't feed you, but you'll have fun building it. I like to build a 148. 173 is a bit small for me. 172, yeah, currently describing. It is, except on some models, though, it makes perfect sense, though. Like the Canberra. I think in like a Canberra. No, it's the oh shit. It's the bomber that they flew in James Bond film, Thunderball. So of course there's like 6-7 planes I would like to build. Nice. Get the Academy 810 148. It's better build. I will likely, if you're talking about an 810, I'm going to pick up the Great Hobby, the 172nd scale. I'm finding a 172nd is kind of my speed. I like it. It's a manageable size. I can display the models. I just don't have space to display massive models. You know, that is part of the issue, my friend. Okay. Now, with this all in place, we can now start dropping in all little doodads around here. There's a lot of doodads around here. A lot of doodads. I do like their methodology of creating layers of parts. It makes a lot of sense. So I'm just trying to find another. There it is. I was looking for the other nub. There we go. All right. Start dropping parts in. Like I said, drop them in. I'm repeating myself. I apologize, but not much. Okay. Whew. I haven't really heard much from Nick. I'm assuming he's probably recovering. you do all this work, you do all these things for people, right? You know, like I save all the sanding for people and they don't show up. Well, they don't chime in. I don't understand. Little mantlet cover. It's tiny. I mean, that is just one wickedly tiny piece that covers part of the mantlet. I'm quiet because I'm living vicariously through watching you sand. Really? I almost feel like doing a William Shatner on y'all. Getting real itchy, George. Gotta snort that plastic. Nice. Come on. There we go. Assuming there's a part that goes right on top. There is. Okay. I'll do that one first. Was William Shatner the Star Wars guy? Yeah, kind of like that. You're going to start your own laundry line called Shatner Panties. Stuff thrown downstairs. E14. This is the flexible cover. Okay, that's hilarious. Yeah. Shatner panties. I'm not going to lie and say that so if anybody's been watching Strange New Worlds, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Manties, no way, call them Manties. So I can buy them as a man. No one is stopping you from buying them now, right? Nobody's stopping you. You can go buy them. If anybody's watched Strange New Worlds, I forget the actor's name who's playing Captain or excuse me, Lieutenant Kirk at this point. Man, there was they did a hologram type, a holosuite, whatever, holodeck type of thing, in which they introduced a Kirk that sounded very much like William Shatner. Quite well done. File. There we go. Done. Chock full of nuts coffee. You're right. I'm an adult. I'm free to buy lacy. To be lacy. That's right. You can be. You can be lacy. No one's going to stop you. You can be lacy. Let's bring that down a bit. Chock full of nuts. Keel, you don't grind your own? You strike me as a grind your own kind of guy. Grind the whole bean and nothing but the bean. So help you God. I have no idea how this comes together. We're going to figure it out, aren't we? Yeah, that was done entirely in Esperanto. Not today. I haven't gone to the store yet. Oh, got it. So you flick the bean, then grind the nuts. You flick the bean, then grind the nuts. That's right. That's how I do it. Okay. It's not how everybody does it. Maybe I'm wrong. There we go. Come on. Yeah, this cover's having just a little bit of a hard time getting into position. Come on. I'm assuming there's going to be a piece behind it. I'm going to double check. Quadruple check. Maybe. There's a lot of shit going in. There's a lot of stuff strapped to the top of the turret. Wow. Really groovy. Yeah, that's what she said. Kind of want the Horton HO229. Which one? What about the Hokey Pokey? I thought that's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what she said. Nice. Okay. Got the rest of that mantlet cover on. Not sure I like the way that looks, but so be it. So it's when we elevate this thing a bit. Hoping there'll be some parts that go around this thing that kind of hide some of the some of that. We'll see. Tack on 1/32. Why do the tack on? If you're gonna do it, go for the Volks kit. If you're gonna go a whole hog. They make a 1/48 and a 1/32 version of this. And that's what you get. That's on the 1/72 scale. All right. Let's continue to move forward here. Continue to have doodads. Oof. I think I know what that is. Man, these things are tiny. How did people work on models before they had, some kind of magnifying glasses? I want someone to explain that to me. Because they're all sold out on Sprue Brothers. Get it from Volks directly. As a package 137 for 114. Yeah, but it doesn't have the interior. Come on, Tom. If you're going to do it right. Volks, I think, carries them themselves. Volks USA. That's where I got mine from. And by the way, they also carry supplies too. Grind. Sand. Has interior for the body. Yeah, I would do a comparison, Tom. But again, whatever floats your boat, whatever you like. I think I got that one. Or did I get this one? I can't tell which side I actually got and which side I didn't. That's probably good. That means there's very little mold lining. So we do a little bit down there. I may have to go online and see if I can find some 1/72nd scale figures that might go with this model. Kind of come up with a little diorama. I keep looking at this thing and I keep thinking Ukraine. I hate you. Why do you hate me? I mean, why do you hate me now, I should say, as opposed to most of the time? What do I do now? What did I do? Tom, what did I do to you? What did I ever do to you? Cause to high. I have no idea what that means. Cause too high. Something about you not being high enough? What? Because you give me areas to waste money on. No, I'm sorry. You're the one who said you wanted a 1/32 scale HO 229. I didn't. I'm just saying if you want one and you're going to be spending 3 figures for it, then buy the right one. And you can get all the accessory parts that go with it. Now you're going to double it. And Tom, you like spending money on this hobby anyway. Remember, you're the guy who goes out and buys 2 P Bandits or something. I don't force you to do that. It's not my responsibility. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But Volk's site is really good. We will say that. It is really good. Today is my daughter's last day of work before she gets ready for college. Last day of lifeguarding at the public pool. So you're giving me areas to spend. I just wanted a simple model. Are you telling me now, hey, here's more options? Absolutely. Tom, because wouldn't it be better to know now before you went out and bought? I'm going to need base jabbers. Did you buy that one time? Also pointing me to folks. Now I want a 1/32 86 and one a Dornier D335. Yes. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Yeah. I don't want to hear from somebody who says, "Oh, you're making me spend money." First of all, no. I'm pointing you to places where you may spend money, but it's up to you to spend money or not. Yes. That's on you. Does my child eat this week? Or do I buy a model? Being oblivious is helpful. No, it's not. We are nothing if not enablers. Exactly. We're just showing you the light. It's up to you to go to it or not. The other good thing about Volk's site is that they, like, for example, like a while ago when they're trying to find Tamiya quick type putty was like impossible, they had the stuff in stock at really good pricing. So when I picked up my 229, I also picked up the batch, which one of these days I might get back to. Now that I know that it's actually a glue together model and not an assemble model, a snap assemble, I might get back to doing that because I really like that design. I'm not really a 5-star stories high heel type of model guy, but that one I really like. Volks is great. Yep. Base jabber only 5 for the massive diorama I'm playing. Well, see, there you go, Tom. So please don't vilify us for showing you. Please, it's not our fault. To Mike's point, we're enablers. We're not putting a gun to your head. Yes, Volk's site is awesome. So I'm 100% agreement. Quality of the fit here is spectacular. I like the way these pieces are coming together. Love it, love it, love it. Do I have easy access to the batch? Oh, no, it's hard. It's also one of the few models that I bought. It's the only 5-star stories model that I take it back. I do like the Knight of Gold, but I just don't see myself building that thing anytime soon. Still your fault. Okay, no gun. Binding you with scale toe cables. Yeah, Mike, I've got 3 words for you. Okay, 4. Eureka XXL. I think it's because of Mike that I kind of got into this whole armor thing too at some point. Mike, I'm sure, enabled me to do this too. Let's see. Oh, that's a bitch to pull out, but maybe one of these days I'll pull out the batch. And that thing is like a monstrosity. And I got that one in the 1/100, not 1/144 scale. Okay. Got about 5 minutes left. 5 minutes? Yeah, just about 5 minutes. Let's get a couple more doodads glued on. So we've got all of that stuff on now. Let's move on to the second section. Got that one glued on. E7, E8, E13. Let's see if we can maybe finish this page today. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to finish the instructions on this page, and then we can continue on it tomorrow. Okay, I'm off later, fellas. Mike, have a good day, brother. Thanks for being on this morning. My best to you and the fam. Oops. There's a little detail there I'm going to try to save. Yep. There we go. Almost there on this. I'm laughing at Tom. So I'm curious to see how big that cart gets in a little while. And look, we've all done that. As Mike said, we've all enabled ourselves to be where we are. We help each other along in our modeling journey. There we go. Man, this is a good model. I know. I keep saying that, but I really am enjoying it to no end. 6, 7, 8. I think Tom's gone silent because he's probably doing no change. No change? Yeah, right. You're probably on that website looking to see what you're going to get next. It's a bit more aggressive. Tom is shopping. Oh, of course. You can tell when Tom is shopping because he goes silent. And you know, Tom, I say this all out of love. it is hard to vilify or, challenge somebody and their modeling habits when, as Tom will rightfully point out, my collection is probably substantially larger than his still. Though we have different buying habits. Okay. That's looking good. That's looking good. Just going around the horn here. Looking good. Let's see. The Volks one I may put on hold as I want to get the TACOM one so I can reproduce the one in the Smithsonian. So does the TACOM one allow you to do that, to actually the one that's kind of being before restoration? It's on display there, was unrestored with the wings removed. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can actually build it as an in development kind of thing. That's kind of nifty. I ordered a kit this morning while watching the live. Nice, Tony. That's funny. Let's see if I can move this thing up a little bit so I can get a little bean cement in here. I may have to go in here at some point and do some more mold removal. Got some areas here that are like inside of the like I said, this thing is coming together beautifully, but there are some things about it that are still like, no model's perfect, right? I don't expect perfection from a model. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. I don't expect perfection from a model. I just expect the model to be just really well designed, and this one's really well designed. Oh, hell yeah, you're still just over 2 times the size of mine. Yeah, because the details on the TACOM one is in the body, which is what I only need for the unrestored version. The Volks is nice. If I want full details, oh yeah, I do have a Volks Shinden. Yeah, you got the Shinden? Yeah. So, hold it. You got the Shinden Kai? The one with the propeller on the back? That's cool. Yeah, the collection is it is what it is. I didn't realize that about the Volks, about the TACOM one. I have to take a. I'm not buying a 1/32 scale 229. No way, no how. Not my interest. But I am curious to see what it looks like. 13. This will be the last part I'm putting on, and then I'm going to call it a session. Yes, I was only looking at the 148. Yeah. I've got a couple of the Hasegawa ones. I've got the Shiden and the Shiden Kai. And I may at some point pick up, and both of those are in 148. I may at some point pick up the 1/72 scale version of it. Ooh, that's tiny. Let's see if I can do this again. Only I would come in from the other side, but I'm coming in from the front because I need to Melt some of the flash that's sitting on the holes on the exterior here. Come on. I need you to recess. You're not recessing. That ain't good. Something's preventing this thing from going in. Oh, something's causing this thing to rock. Okay, just pull apart. Could be why. Sorry, guys. It had they kind of sort of undergate these things a little bit, and I missed that. Scrape it away. I'm looking at the instructions up for the 132nd Volks, and that is complex as hell. Oh yeah, because they do full engine work. So they're not just putting the skin, like you're creating the engine as well. So that way, when you have the hood lifted on it, you can actually see an incredibly detailed interior of the mechanics of the model, or the plane itself. I shouldn't say the model. It's actually, at that point, it's the plane. There we go. There, we got it now. Oops. Oh. Still not sitting in there as well as I'd like. Come on. No, still not sitting in there. Let's see if I can do this without launching this part. Okay, do a little fixing in there. Scrape away a little bit of that plastic there on this side. Okay, now let's see what happens. Just removing anything that might potentially just kind of cause this thing to bind up a little bit. So I'm just kind of removing some of the material from the posts or the pegs. Just get it to sit. Let's see what happens now. Oakley dokley. There it goes. That fit in there much better. Still not 100%, but much better. Yeah, funny. It's still not 100%. Wild. It's like something is causing it to not want to recess in there, but cause it to float a little bit here. Nope. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to work on this later. This part doesn't want to go in, and I'm not going to. I'm going to still let this thing dry, and I'm going to probably clean off this area and see what we can do to get it to recess, because for some reason it just doesn't want to go in. And there's nothing on the other side that seems to be, well, maybe. Yeah, it could be something that's causing blocking. I might shorten the pegs. You know what, let's try that. Shortening the pegs. And now last time, if this doesn't go, then I'll table this for tomorrow. No, still not going in. Okay, we're going to have to work on this tomorrow or later. Okay. Let it dry, clean off, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So with that, my friends, it is time for me to roll. Go upstairs, hang out with the fam. So while I'm putting some of the tools away, real quickly, stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Thanks for being on this morning. Good convo as always. As always. Because that's what it's all about. It's about the conversation. If you're expecting to learn anything here, it can happen. But might have fun at least talking. Y'all have a great Sunday. Fizz, you too, brother. Thanks for being on this evening. Excuse me. So people, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you can. Every day. Insaner. Later, G, and hope everyone has a great day. Keel, you too. Great day, George, and everyone. See you later. Tony, you too, brother. All right. Do good and brighten the world. Make it a good day for somebody. Don't vilify. Don't treat people like crap. Just show dignity and respect for people. That's kind of what we need to get back to. We learned Geo is a bad enabler. Yes, we do learn that. That's funny as hell, Tom. Anyway, guys, go do good. Enjoy the day. Love you all, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.